All right, all right. It is me, the host of the giveaway show tonight. Carlos is not feeling well tonight, but we got a nice little setup for tonight. We will be talking about Quantumania and the future of the MCU. But y'all hit the like button. Got 8 people in here. Appreciate y'all coming tonight. And check out Pop Culture Power Show, March 31st to the 2nd. Be a nice blast. Got a bunch of guests coming. Think we even have one on the panel that's going to be there, but Professional Comics won't be there. I know everybody's upset about that. Check out Friday. I think he's got this creator interview. I'm not sure. I think at 10 o'clock, I believe. 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But yeah, he's going to be doing that. And here we are. Bam.
Bam.
Look at the lineup tonight.
What's up? What's up?
We got a legend in the building tonight.
Yup, thank you, man. I tried to be, but we'll introduce everybody, and then we'll get started. Here we go with Mr. Weapon X. Go ahead, good sir.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope everybody's had a good Ash Wednesday. You got your ashes and stuff.
It was Ash Wednesday. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were.
No, that was it. Good evening.
Okay.
We'll have a good discussion today on Quantumania.
I know you got it in the background. We're ready to go. All right, here we go with the guy that's always complaining about not having enough water, but here he is.
But bam, your boy got paid early. Boy, to buy water now. But no, it's gonna be a good night. I'm glad Mr. Price is on with us tonight. Glad gonna be a good show. But yeah, let's get it going.
Yo, and this is my original co-host. If y'all been watching the giveaway show for a while, you know that when I needed this guy, he was here for me at the giveaway show. So here he is, Mr.
Hello, and welcome to the giveaway show run by
what kind of
Professional Paul.
Was that a salute? Because that was the worst salute I've ever seen in my life.
No, salute would be like this. You have to keep the
man,
like this.
Yep, this is gonna be a long night. I knew
it. Oh yeah, when I get old enough to be president, I'll have to salute people. So
okay. All right, appreciate it. And me, like I said, Mr. Collects is not feeling well tonight. I think Miss Collects had something to do with that. Probably, probably got in trouble tonight.
After that book
incident, everybody saw it last week. So y'all knew whoever said that there was repercussions was correct. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for coming tonight. Like I said, always appreciate everybody coming to show us support. And like I said, we will
say
get
hello
started
to everybody.
Here. I know. Can I bring out everybody?
No. Hello, Spider Girl. Hello, Green.
All right, we're going up here. Jonathan Dotson's here first. Good evening, everyone. Hit the like
Mr.
button.
Dotson.
We got 14 in here. Got El Green Machine. Says, okay, first like. He got the first like. He did not show it first. Hector's here. He says, hand waving. There we go. Papa's in here. What's up, bud? What's going on? So we go down here. Got Spidey Girl in here. I don't know what all that means. I guess she's waving to everybody. T-Pain's in here. What's up, Paul? What's going on? Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Amazing Spider Flint, man. If y'all did not see, y'all check out that Monday Halls show.
Yeah.
Man, he got a 9.2 to a 9.4. Ultimate Fallout 4. Wow.
9.8.
I mean, yeah, 9.8. Yeah, 9.8. I mean, that was just wow. 9.2 to a 9.8.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Brooklyn Born is in here.
Nice.
All right. Green Machine says Weapon X, Mr. Collector. Well, I tell you, man, I get it. Tony Stanks in here. Says hello there. Liz is in here. She says hi, y'all. Let's see. We got all these people, nice people in here. Claim the Wolverine and the Hulk at Edwin. Okay, we're not doing that right now. He's just showing some of his personal collection in there.
I'm sorry. That's just some stuff for tomorrow night.
It's all good, Green Machine.
Excuse me.
Okay, we'll start it. We'll talk about the Quantumania movie that has just passed, and we will start it off with. We'll start off with my co-host. There you go. Go ahead, sir. I think we lost him. You good, sir?
He's stunned by the movie.
Edwin Price, are you there? Good.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, sir.
What did you ask me? I'm sorry.
I was asking you, what do you think, or what do you have your expectations for the Quantumania?
Well, that is. I haven't been to very many movies lately, but I am a great fan of Ant-Man all the way back to Tales to Astonish 27 and the Wasp all the way back to issue 44. So I do intend to go see that, and I hope it's pretty good. I know when I used to read this stuff, the up until the 70s, Ant-Man was Hank Pym, and the Wasp was Janet Van Dyne. And I know now that they have Scott Lang, and I'm not sure who the new Wasp is, but I have read those books from the 70s too, and I like them very much. It's always been a marvelous character, and I liked it when they had the Giant Man perspective too. So that's one I'm anxious to go see. Even an old timer like me, Giant Man was quite popular. Ant-Man was quite popular back in the day. Both members of, he had his own book. Tales to Astonish was his solo book for years, and then he was a member of the Avengers up until issue 16 when they changed, and then he retired. Hank Pym retired in issue 69 of Tales to Astonish, but I read all those, love them. So I can't, like I said, as long as it's Ant-Man, I'm going to like it.
Okay, thank you, buddy. What is your expectations on the movie? What do you?
Well, I hope it holds somewhat to the. I hope it holds somewhat to the original part with Hank and them, and then with Scott Lang. I hope it holds with the 70s version. I'm a purist. I mean, the books were so damn good. I really don't like people taking away and adding mindless stuff to them. But a lot of people like that. But I would like to see it play out like it did in the 60s and 70s. So.
All right. Appreciate it, buddy. We will move it to Mr. Weapon X right here and see what his take is on it and what he expects on it.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it yet as well, but I mean, the movie itself seems to have done well this weekend. I think it got $120 million. And hold on, I'm having some issues. I think I'm about to go to some other realm here. Hold on. Okay. Whoa! I just jumped to a whole new realm here. All right. Man. Whew. So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses the MCU. I know some people want their MCU movies to be a big jump, but I think there's going to be these little movies where they add something to the MCU to give it that nudge or that push to the next phase. They're not going to be grand blockbusters like the Avengers or Endgame. They're going to be smaller movies that are going to be interjected into the whole MCU phase as we move forward. So I'm interested to see.
Do you like that the fact that they put the shows with the movies and they I guess they both are relevant to each other?
I do. I like that they're actually starting to do that and team up with the movies and using the small screen as a format for them to kind of get the the characters out there and get the people kind of excited for the villains or the heroes on the big screen when it's their time to debut for everybody. So yeah.
All right, you got Ben on all spot. Okay, yeah, I didn't even think of it like that, but yeah, you are right about the. I think they're on to something. Sharing the movies with the shows, and it's like, well, you got to watch this to see this, and yeah, that you made a good point on that. I like that point. Okay, and we'll move it to Mr. the guy that had the leaked script but was wrong. I just want to say he was wrong from what you heard.
Paul said
my scenario worked.
Rewatch that video, people. I didn't like the movie at all. I'm gonna be straight up with it. I didn't like the movie at all. I thought there was a lot of mistakes with it. I thought it looked really bad. I put it up next to kind of like a Black Widow, like as in like the way like it just looked. I know it's obviously a superhero movie, but you know, some of the scenes just didn't look good at all. I mean, the whole movie was CGI, literally, like besides like maybe 5% of the movie. But I think Jonathan Majors, is that his name? The one that plays King.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's.
I think he's in Creed. He's in Creed, right?
Yeah, he's in Creed 3 too.
Yep.
Yeah. He was good. I'm not taking away from him, but the person they got to play Cassie, I wasn't a fan of her. There's just certain things in there. It was just like she was the cause of the whole movie, pretty much. Like she was just a big issue from start to finish to me. I didn't get how she.
Well, it's like I think what they were trying to do is like, you know how kids, you got to clean up your kids' mess like at school or something, or they do something. You're the parent. You have to step in for them. I think that's where the direction they were going. I think with that.
The worst part of the whole movie though was MODOK. That I think they shouldn't even put him in there, and it's not even. I don't even count that as MODOK. That was a joke. I think that was a big joke. I think, you know, it's funny how she learned how to do her fighting in like 2 seconds. And then, you know, she defeated someone that, you know, was a killer. And I don't know. I just found it kind of weird. And then what else? I think they were trying too much with the humor like they did Love and Thunder. They were relying on humor a lot. Paul Rudd, I like him, but I just felt like there was a lot of gaps in it too. I didn't like it at all. I mean, I gave it a 4 out of 10. And like I said, I think it felt kind of like a Star Wars movie with all, you know, kind of the characters that they had. Like, I felt a lot of the cantina scene, like where they're at the bar and stuff. It reminded me of kind of like a Star Wars thing. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of it. I wouldn't count it as the worst Marvel movie, but I don't think that was a way to start off, you know, phase 4. Are we in 4 right now?
I think we're in like 10 or something.
Well, whatever phase we're in, I don't think it was the best.
Weapon X said we're in number 4. You just didn't.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Wasn't it in the script though? I mean, what did the script say? What phase we were in?
God, man, I gotta go back and get some stuff from the next movie. All I can say is that that right there was. I wish. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff they should have fixed with it. But yeah, MODOK by far was a joke. Just I know why they did it. They did a lot of it for laughs, and I guess kind of like a closure thing for the third film, but I think it was a joke. I really felt like it was a joke. I get that they're bringing people in, new characters, and, you know, they're going to make Young Avengers. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be more of the young group in the beginning, especially leading up to Secret Wars. And, you know, some of the older people or the original characters that are, you know, obviously still alive are going to come come back and help. But I don't know. I just didn't like the movie, to be honest. But yeah, that's kind of all I got to say about it.
Now,
All right.
were you disappointed because you already read the script ahead of time and then
Oh
you had the
no!
leaked script?
Believe
Or?
me, I'd rather just read the script than to watch the movie.
Wow.
I just didn't like. I don't know. I just felt like they had some poor casting choices in this movie. But Jonathan Majors was good, and so was Paul Rudd. Yeah, those are the only two characters I really enjoyed in the film. Or just them two. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I got for it.
All right. Appreciate it, Mr. Collector. Like I said, back to me, like I said, Carlos is not feeling well, so y'all hit him up and wish him get well soon. And yeah, I agree with Mr. Collector. The way they handled Murdoch. I mean, making him Yellow Jacket, I thought that was pretty dumb. And the only thing I liked about he didn't like Cassie. I kind of liked them doing Cassie. Yeah, she was kind of like, but aren't teenage girls like that? They're trying to separate or be free or whatever. But the Kane character, like Mr. Collector was saying, was spot on. I mean, his costume, everything, even the post credit with him, with all the Kangs over there. I mean, we're in for a big thing for Phase 5. I think that's what everybody's saying. It's Phase 5. I thought that was the last movie for Phase 4, though, but okay. But like I said, I just want to say that I was right. They were battling to the death. And Mr. Collector, whatever he was saying, y'all just watch that week what Mr. Collector was saying.
Yeah, rewatch it, people.
Everybody knew that I was on to something because they were battling to the death.
You were on something, all right. I don't know exactly what medicine.
They were battling to the death.
You were on, I don't know what medicine, but you were on something, all right.
Anyway, let me see what these guys are saying. Mediocre with plot points. Didn't make sense. And all people need to see Loki's last episode to understand Kane. That makes sense. I mean, you don't have to watch that to understand what he. I mean, and what Hector, you're right. And then they had that post-credit scene where, what was it? Morbius was just looking at him like, what's wrong? And Kane Loki just had that fear in his eyes, like that's him. Like he just was scared. He's like, I don't. We got to get the hell out of here because this guy is here. There goes Spidey Girl. It says, hello, Mr. Collector. The one with the hair. Got Spidey Flint says, hey. And it said, it was okay, not what I was waiting for.
I agree.
MODOK looked so dumb that people laughed out loud when he was introduced. I thought he looked good until he put his...
Yeah.
Until he revealed himself. I thought he was pretty cool. But I liked it, but need more Bill Murray. Yeah, that's another thing. Bill Murray knocked it out of the park. I agree with that. He was on there. I mean, the love interest of Janet Van Dyne was kind of creepy, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, it was just a random scene.
To each his own, you know.
What do you mean the love interest of Janet Van Dyne? She's not with Hank Pym anymore?
But she was trapped in the quantum realm.
In her words.
In the other movies, did you watch the other ones where she got trapped?
I watched the first one. I went to the theater.
So she was trapped in the quantum realm. And Bill Murray and her, they were doing the resistance. You just got to watch this movie too.
Okay. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of negatives here from what I'm hearing. So.
Well, I mean, a lot of people were kind of... So I agree with Mr. Collector. Way too fast and choppy. MODOK was a joke, for sure. Okay, there we go. Here we go. There's a positive one. There we go. Majors acted superbly, though. Okay, 17 watching. Hit the like button for Carlos Collects Comics giveaway show tonight. Thank you, Spidey Girl. So Papa Willie says 4. Oh, they're saying okay. They're thank you. This mom have all Hank and her daughter. Oh, Hank and her daughter, everything already. That why I didn't care for it for a reason. Oh, for the reason anyway. Okay, I got you. How did Kane got beat up by the Wasp? I mean, but I don't think me and Collector talked after Collector was talking about how he didn't like it. He gave it a 3 or a 0 or something like that, and then he reevaluated his. But we're thinking he didn't die; he just went into that thing. But I guess in that post-credit scene, they all were gearing up to come over there to Earth, I believe. What kind of cactus juice did you drink down there? Cactus juice. I agree. Green Machine. Oh, algorithm bump. There we go. What we got?
What's up, Agu?
We need more cowbell. Okay.
Cowbell.
Bill Murray was her hookup in the microverse. So they just went home and in easy opened the portal back to Quantumania. Oh, the quantum realm. Yep. It was harder to get in there, but supposedly like they just opened it. Yep. I agree with that, Hector. Hello. Oh, Spidey Girl says hello to Mr. Collector. I'm happy I didn't pay to watch it. Okay. Kane joked Ant-Man like Darth Vader. Yep. He was. Oh, yeah. He
beat him.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Papa Willie, but I mean, I don't think that they're going to be like. The MCU hasn't really actually followed the comics to the T, but I mean, I guess they try to make it entertaining. I agree with Hector or whoever said that when MODOK came out and then he revealed himself, everybody was laughing about him being Yellow Jacket, I believe, and playing that dumb role. But Collector kind of liked it. He liked that character. Right, Collector?
Oh, there's children on this.
You were cheering when he came
There's
out.
no children in here at 10 at night. They're sleeping.
I'm not going to check the private chat in a minute. I'll tell you.
Okay. We're in. All right. So we're going to do our first giveaway. Mr. Collector has it. And then we'll talk to the guys about the future. Oh, okay. There you go. This is a
Silver Surfer.
So hold on. Let me see what this is. Hold on. So this is the Atlantis attacks. So maybe Mr. Collector's giving us a preview of what's going to happen in the future.
Starting bid $1.
He's got the script for the next one. All right.
He's already got Silver Surfer's coming in the.
It's a giveaway. It don't come in.
It don't come in my large.
It comes with the first act script in the back.
All right, I am going to put a starting line. Y'all just put in, and I will do a. Oh, hold on. I need to put it right. Starting line, y'all put in, and we will get that book going. In the comics, Cassie and Kane get it on. I think maybe the younger Avenger, Kane, I think she's talking about, or mid-80s talking about. Okay, let me populate these, and y'all can you can talk Collector and Mr. Price about where we're going to be at tomorrow. Come in, Mr.
What are we going to be at tomorrow?
Isn't there an auction you guys are on tomorrow?
Oh, my God.
Most certainly. We
Thank you, Weapon X.
We do every Thursday night, and tomorrow night we'll have the full crew.
Thank you, Weapon X. Because I
You're welcome.
lost my. All right, I'm gonna put amazing.
What Weapon X? What character do you want to see in the MCU?
I really want to see Forbush Man. I think Forbush Man is the one they should bring out.
Forbush Man. What the
Irving Forbush.
That's the strongest character ever.
Okay.
They don't want to bring him out because he's too powerful for everybody.
Powerful.
There you go.
Okay, I just messed up right here.
I want to see the Meteor Man.
Meteor Man? They made a movie with that guy.
Yeah, I mean the original Spider-Man foe that got later killed off by Black Goliath and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We got Brooklyn. I'm in there.
I thought he was a unique character. He was a nutcase who failed science in high school but wanted to be a scientist. So he went out chasing down fallen meteorites. He found one and started examining himself. Hit a gas pocket in it that sprayed all over him, and it gave him enormous super strength. He was even stronger than Spider-Man, and he made an interesting character. He was a goofball. That's pretty good. Paul's got you and my background together, Weapon.
Oh yeah.
You what? What?
Look at Weapon's background.
Okay, hold on. Let me put the. Are you all right? Are we losing you, man? Are you okay?
There you go, Mr. Price. You can put more books up now. You got double the space now.
Any book behind me, the man next to me will send it to you free of charge.
How many holes do you?
There you go.
Oh yeah, when he was saying, "Oh yeah," the little character. He was saying how many. All right, let me put the inline in. We got 21 people in here. Y'all make sure y'all are in there before I put the inline down. Matthew, yo, what's up?
Everybody in. Everybody in. All
Everybody in. There it is. Okay, we're gonna share this. I don't know why. There we go. Mr. Collector has the book right here. If you notice, I think there may be a. So it's Atlantis attacks with Silver Surfer. So it may be
Square bound.
So it may be something to do with the next phase of the MCU movies.
Listen. I'm not getting no lawyers involved with this incident. I'm with Gunn. I'm in DC now.
Oh, you with Gunn? You jump ship, huh? I'm with DC now.
The money looks better. The money looks pretty good right now.
All right, we got 13 people in here. Thank you. We got 13 entries in. We will do. Yeah, you know what? We'll do an even number. Let's do
You didn't question how I got a big bottle of water today?
Yeah, I said you just got paid.
There you go. How do you think I got paid?
You got
DC
paid.
signing bonus.
Oh, signing bonus. You're gonna be a main character in there, huh? All right, I like this one. Let's go.
All right, Dr.
All right, we got Edwin Price. We got a Weapon X. We
Mr.
got
80s. That fits Mr. 80s. Look at the mohawk.
Dotson's in the best position right now.
Yeah.
No, Mr. 80s right there. Look at it. Oh, yeah, he actually looks like the 80s.
I feel like T-Pain's going to take this one.
Uh-oh.
I think T-Pain got it.
T-Pain's. Oh, Spidey Girl went to the back. Uh-oh. Somebody's going to make their move.
Someone deflated her. I think T-Pain's going to take it.
There goes
T-Pain,
Green Machine.
Watch 9 seconds.
T-Pain, I got $2 on you.
There comes your winner.
Oh, you just saved me on shipping. He's local.
There you go.
Man.
Right,
There you
stop
go.
playing, maybe Spider Flint. Spider Flint.
There you go.
We got to zap him. All right.
All right, you can stop Spider Flint.
Stop. All right. There we go. Amazing Spider Flint. Y'all check him out on that Monday hauls. He had some
One
nice.
of the first scripts.
Mr. Collector, you have the Silver Surfer script.
That hit the streets. Hit the streets. Act 1.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Man.
Things I do.
Okay, there we go. We're going to Mr. Collector started with Mr. Weapon X. Which characters you liking to see, or which way do you want to see the Marvel Universe going, or the MCU going?
Yeah, I kind of want to see some of the smaller characters. I think some of the characters they've kind of hit on, which I did like. I used to like reading back in the day, was a series. I don't know if you guys ever read it, Damage Control.
Oh yeah,
which
damage
were the
control.
lawyers that would go and fix the stuff after the superheroes basically did a battle. So they would go and clean everything up and rebuild everything. And so I know
They
they
had him
kind
in
of
the
touched on it in a
Spider-Man
couple of
Homecoming movie, didn't
yeah,
they?
Homecoming and Miss Marvel. But
Yeah.
I kind of want to see them do a spinoff, kind of like what was that show on ABC that they had with Shatner, and where he was a lawyer, kind of something like that, but like funny, so you can kind of see
Boston
like behind
Legal.
the scenes, stuff that happens
Boston
after,
Legal.
like Boston Legal,
Yeah.
like a big battle or something like that. They can kind of tie it into that, and you can kind of see what's going on, and maybe they'll make it funny. But that's what I want to see, something like that, not the mainstream guys, but just some of the smaller characters that we don't get a chance to see that much. They can maybe put them on the small screen and give them their due time. So
Okay, that makes sense. To get going, did your I don't think you said you have that, but I think Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur premiered, didn't it?
they did, yes.
Yeah, she didn't watch it. You didn't have her.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes with the little one on that one. It's
She
all
likes
right.
it.
It's the animation's different. It's not like it's like the more of a newer style
Newer style.
animation. Yeah. So
She liked it. Did she?
she liked it. Yeah, she
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
wanted me to put it back. I watched one episode and wasn't too like, I'll change it, but she told me to put it back. She wanted to keep watching it. So
She wants to keep watching it. Dad was like,
yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I
Well,
guess that's
cool
what
she's
they're.
been liking it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they're gunning for. I don't think they're gunning for us to like it. I guess they're gunning for the younger ones to like it.
Mm-hmm.
So all that will generate like her wanting to get the dinosaur or her figure or something.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's always cool to get the younger perspective on it. But yeah, thanks, man. And we'll go to Mr. Jack. What's your take, sir?
I'm sorry.
What do you like to see, and which direction you want to see the MCU going?
I want to see him go back to the old.
Sorry,
Original,
what is that?
We're
You
close.
see that?
What?
You're closed today.
Yeah, I mean, I did not mean to distract people with my board on Carlos's show. I noticed those aren't even priced. I mean, I do have them graded out, some of them, but I'm sorry about that. I should have taken them down. But what I was saying was, again, I'm a purist. And I go back to, you cannot beat these old Stan Lee, Roy Thomas written stories with artists like Jack Kirby and characters that they developed, and Steve Ditko. The characters ought to look the same, and they ought to stick to the same storyline. Now, of course, there's some modernization. You can't have a Peter Parker that graduated in 1965 anymore, like the books say. But you also couldn't have a Reed Richards and Ben Grimm who were in World War II either. So there has to be some changes, but you don't have to screw with the basic storylines, because there were enough great stories of Ant-Man and the Wasp for years, including the Avengers, then including not only the Silver Age, but I mean the after he changed to Yellow Jacket or whatever it was, and Goliath and all that. There's enough great stories there to do more movies than you would ever need to. And you could drag in some great guest stars too, I mean, they misused apparently they misused MODOK in this movie, from what Mr. Collector was saying. It's kind of like the movie, which was it, Doctor Strange, where they misused the porcupine. I mean, the porcupine was Giant Man's foe, mostly. I mean, he did fight the X-Men some with a group, but...
Well, who created Ultron?
That was later on in the Ultron came along in what, issue 55 of Avengers?
Who created him, though?
That would have been Stan Lee's. And
not that, the hero that created him.
Oh, I don't know. That would have been, but the storyline would have been Stan Lee and Roy Thomas, the original.
Okay.
So
Wasn't it?
anyway,
Wasn't
I'm
it,
just saying
wasn't it
I would bring these great guys into
Hank Pym. There you go, Daniel. I was trying to make him say it, but you know what he does? He proofreads it and then skips over it.
I would just, like I said, those stories are too good, guys. I mean, that's what got us into comic books. If those stories had been duds.
See, look, Hank Pym created Ultron. What in the MCU that I think Weapon
Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man and
yeah, I know,
Hulk.
and that's kind of bullshit that that really bothers me. I mean, that's like Spider-Man never worked for friggin' Iron Man. I mean, Spider-Man was a loner.
Well, I mean, I guess they were going off the Civil War that he was joining up with, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. They're not going to be 100% to the, I mean.
You had two characters in Marvel who generally worked by themselves, and that was Daredevil and.
Okay, well, what future characters do you want to see? Silver Surfer? Do you want to see?
I love. Do
you want to see Batman?
Surfer.
Do you want to see Robin?
I always loved Batman. I always loved Batman. I never did care much for Robin.
Okay.
Yes, I remember I was alive and went to see the first Superman movie, and that was one of the best movies I had ever seen up to that time. It came out the year after Star Wars, and that movie was
what Marvel characters do you want to see?
Well, didn't I just answer you?
You didn't tell me anything. You said about 1979 you watched Superman. We're not talking about that.
You asked me about Silver Surfer.
Okay, I said what characters. That was an example.
Okay, that is a great example.
Okay, well, I mean,
other stuff. I did not like the portrayal of.
You want to see Donald Blake?
I would love to see Donald Blake, but I mean that's apparently the ship has sailed on that. But I would like to see the real Submariner too. I want to see a Submariner from Atlantis, not a guy with a bone in his nose. And I mean, these are just an old timer talking here, because if it hadn't been for those guys that wrote those great stories back then, and goofballs like me that went in and paid 12 cents to buy them, we wouldn't be talking about any of this stuff these days.
Yeah, look, see, our Hector's saying, let's see Alpha Flight. You like Alpha Flight, right?
No.
No?
My son used to read Alpha Flight. My son read Alpha Flight, Power Pack, and X-Men and all that stuff, but they never did do anything for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to you about the MCU not going the way you wanted it to, but I mean, hopefully we get to see Donald Blake, and hopefully we'll get to see.
I'll be honest with you. Let me tell
Radioactive Man. You like Radioactive Man?
There was a radioactive man who fought Thor. Yes.
No, but I mean in the MCU, I think he's going to fight Howard the Duck or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying there was a radioactive man who fought Thor, and he was great. And that was back into Journey into Mystery, even before there was a Thor. But no, I'm like I said, I'm just a purist. I got nothing against. I liked Black Panther. I like Luke Cage. I liked Black Goliath. I don't like my Nick Fury being the character that played Mace Windu. Who is that? Samuel L. Jackson or whatever? That ain't Nick Fury. That ain't Sergeant Nick Fury to me.
Well, they went to the Ultimate Universe, so the Ultimate Universe got shifted. Yeah. A lot of characters got shifted.
I'll say they did, and they shifted them in the wrong direction.
I mean, we still have Radioactive Man. We can get Silver Surfer in there, and then Donald Blake will probably be there. What about what? Yeah,
I mean, look at they hadn't even touched on the Spider-Man villains yet. I mean, really, where do you see Molten Man was one of the best villains that he had, and then you got into the Prowler, and then you got into the second Vulture, and I mean, there are just so many great. It's like I said, the Meteor Man. The guy named Joe, those kind of characters.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I don't think those.
Wow.
I don't think we'll see Mulch-Man.
Hobgoblin was a good takeoff on the Green Goblin. Yes, absolutely. That was.
See,
that was
I like what Green Machine said. That would have been nice to have Sergeant Rock in the World War II. Probably
I used to read Sergeant Rock too. I loved all those war movies because when I was buying these books, World War II had only been over 20 years or whatever. My dad was a veteran, and we heard about World War II all the time.
That was before the landing of the moon.
1965.
That was before
yes, it
the
was.
landing.
It was 4 years before the moon landing.
Man,
yes, it was.
Well, thank you for your take on that, good sir. We are going to move it along to the guy that knows everything about the movie cinema.
Well, I think I'm excited to see who they cast for Fantastic Four. We haven't really had a good one. Last one that was made was horrible.
Oh, you're talking about the second try? Well, I will say that when the actor that came out that people wanted to see, they were giving him an ovation when he came out and was talking to Doctor Strange. So
I don't know. I didn't like it.
You didn't like him as Mr. Fantastic?
Oh, you talking about John Krasinski?
The one that came out, I just said, in Doctor Strange, yes.
I don't mind him. I think he's a good actor, but I thought they were trying to go a younger route. So that's
I have no idea. I'm just saying, like, when I watched the movie, people were happy about seeing him. They were going, and then when Professor X showed up, what's his name from the original Fox, everybody lost it. They were just happy to see him.
I think they need to do the Inhumans again because that show was. I don't know if y'all saw the show. I think it was like 2 episodes and they got canceled.
Yeah, I think people weren't really into the Inhumans. That's why it got canceled, I believe. I think that's
I think they can do that over. We need obviously some mutants, some X-Men. Gambit, looking forward to see him one day. Wolverine.
So, what do you think about this take about Deadpool and then bringing back Hugh Jackman? Or you think they're going to introduce a younger Wolverine maybe in that?
Yeah, I think
so?
with them doing like the whole, time now. I think they're gonna bring him in, last movie, and then they're gonna bring someone else. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to get a new Wolverine, but I would love to see X-23 too.
You got the point you're making there. Yeah, I really like Hugh Jackman too, but I think his time's coming to, it's closing out on him. Although the character of Wolverine himself is really ancient, he doesn't show it, and because we know that he was around in World War II, a full-grown man, and the only
didn't he fight with Captain America over there in Normandy?
No, he was in Japan when the bomb was dropped. If you went to see that movie, I think that was the first Wolverine movie. But anyway,
but I think he fought alongside Captain America, right?
But anyway, Hugh Jackman looked to me like what I thought a Wolverine character would look like, except for the fact he's too damn tall. Wolverine.
The short
guy. I mean, y'all remember the cover on X-Men where he's hanging upside down.
I mean, like if you put the sideburns right there, we got him right there. Look at
the later years.
Wolverine did have excellent hair with that pointed. I agree with that. That was great.
Look at the Wolverine hair right here. Look at that.
He just had to part it in the middle and put it in spikes. I mean, anybody that's got hair like that is very fortunate.
Paul, you can play Sabretooth.
Sabretooth? I ain't got the body for Sabretooth. He's 5'4". There you go. Let's see. All right. That was well put. That's it, Mr. Collector?
Yeah. I mean, like Mr. Price was saying, like, these characters wouldn't be where they are, all these characters, without the original one and, the original artists and writers. So, and I think people, they want the younger people to like, obviously the new characters coming out, which is cool. But, I mean, you have to remember it started somewhere. It didn't just pop out of nowhere. So, there's, like Mr. Price saying, like, there's still, like, you barely scratched the surface on villains, like, for Spider-Man, and there's still a lot more that they haven't even touched. And I think Marvel's kind of moving ahead to where they're bringing out more new characters than going back to the original ones. So that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about too, like he was saying.
Right.
But I mean, that's kind of it. But I am looking forward to, if there's one new character I do want to see on the big screen, it's this guy right here, Miles.
Well, I mean, he is introduced. I think Prowler was
the Prowler,
and he was
uncle.
talking about my nephew down the street.
Yeah.
So he's in there. Just a matter of time.
I just hope they cast someone good for him. I mean, he's going to be here sooner than later. I don't see it taking longer than, the next maybe even 5 years. I think he's going to be here soon, but who knows? But yeah, I do like Miles a lot, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of it.
All right, and I'd like to say that I like to see Silver Surfer come to the end. And Carlos made a good point about X-23 and being played by the actress. She's actually old enough now to be X-23. That would be pretty cool.
She was really good too.
Yeah, and that's another character I'm looking forward to probably seeing. And maybe Franklin Richards. But I know that's a long ways down the line. But I mean, to go off of that with the Kang thing coming, maybe the Beyonder coming. But I'm thinking like Mr. Jackal had said. I mean, a lot of the purist comic collectors or comic book readers want that, but I don't know. I guess the MCU is probably gearing for a different audience, or maybe trying to get new audiences. Because I know from what I've asked in many movies, there are comic readers, collectors, and then there's people that just watch the MCU movies. That's all they do. Mm-hmm. They don't read nothing. I ask some people, hey, right, do you collect comics? And they're like, nah, I just come to watch the movies. I love the MCU movies. So
exactly, a very good point, and it's been like that since the ad.
Or they collect like Hot Toys or something like that. They collect Hot Toys, and
we had
those weird statues, those Hot Toys weird statues.
At both the stores I operated for 25 plus years or whatever, we had subscribers, about 200 plus per store or whatever. None of them were young. I mean, they did not, like I said, no,
tell them, Mr. Collector, go ahead.
But I'm just saying, none of them were young, because the young folks, they love to go see the movies. They love to play the games on their little thing, but they're not going to sit with a book and turn pages, just like they're.
Well, now you can download. You can download the old comics.
There you
can download the new ones. But I mean, like Weapon X made it. We asked Weapon X, and it's a good point. Like there are TV shows and stuff that are geared for the kids, and they enjoy it.
They love the movies. They love the TV shows. They love the games.
See, I agree with Mike Bravo right here.
And I could not get any of the four, ranging from 14 to 22. I could not get any of the four to read comic books at all.
Right.
If you said let's go see the X-Men movie or whatever, everybody was ready to get in the van. But they just do not care for the old books like the older generation did.
Yeah, so Comic Book Champ, we had him on here, and that's when Miss Marvel came out. A lot of people, we were bashing on it. I was one of them, but he was saying that him and his daughter were just sitting there watching every episode together. That was their thing, and I think that that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Like you get the family together. The kids are into it, and maybe we critique it so much because we're wanting to see something and we're not seeing it. Oh, they didn't do this right or they didn't do that right. The kids are just like, hey, we enjoy it. We want to watch it. He even said that he wanted to change the channel, and she was like, no, I want to continue watching it. So it's like, I think we critique it, but yeah, it's always good for the younger generation to get involved and watch the shows and stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking about too when you guys were talking about that. How's that next generation? I know y'all said you want younger actors to fill these roles. How do you think they're going to partake it? Because they're growing up in the MCU universe around them, so they know all these characters, So how is it going to be where the actors that play these guys now? There was no Iron Man, there was no Spider-Man type, other than the Electric Company one. But those characters didn't exist on the big screen. Now that kids have seen them, what's the expectation for these younger actors to fill those shoes? Since they're going to be aware of the characters and the people that all the fans that are behind them. Is that going to make it more harder, or are they going to make it easier for them to transfer those roles over? So that's kind of what I was thinking about as well when you guys were discussing that about who's going to be playing who.
Yeah, but I think that's
okay.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
But I think that's what it is. I think they're going for younger actors that kids already love watching. Like they already talked about who's that girl that plays Wednesday? The new show, Jenna Ortega. How she was gonna play. They were talking about she's gonna be in Daredevil. I think we talked
Daredevil,
about
really?
Yeah, White Tiger.
Oh, she's gonna be White Tiger. Wow.
Yeah, well, they're someone said that's what they would love for her to play, but I mean they're trying to get actors and actresses that can relate to the younger crowds, because that's what's going to get them in the seats, and that's what's going to get them to watch Disney Plus. At the end of the day, it's a business for them, and they got to do what they have to do to get people in seats.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to get the kids because the kids want the toys. But I mean, you made a good point. I think they're going to, and Weapon did too, like maybe that's going to be more stress on the actors to bring it, because these kids are going to grow up with these actors. But I agree with Hector right here. This is a good point. I've heard that almost all kids think Miles is Spider-Man, not Peter Parker.
You're going to give Jacko a heart attack. You read that out loud, he's going to have a heart attack.
But that's true, though. Every generation is going to have their own hero.
Right.
And that's just, Mr. Jacko grew up with, Peter Parker. And that's always going to be his Spider-Man no matter what. And now you have kids growing up reading Miles or reading, different characters, and, that's their Spider-Man now.
Right.
That's always how it's going to be no matter what. But, it always starts somewhere, though. And it's always good to, tell kids, who's Peter Parker, and, go down the line from there. But,
yeah. No, and a lot of that too is from the video games. Sony did it with theirs, with the Spider-Man with Miles in there, and then
that's really how we blew up.
Exactly. You have
that is true. Daniel Castro made a great. He said, "You're not going to have 50-year-old men filling theaters. Kids and middle-aged adults fill that." I agree with that. Or they take their grandkids to go see it. Yeah, because they want to see the new movie.
Yeah.
Well, but I think Mr. Jacko goes to the 10 o'clock showings, doesn't he? The early showings, the early birds.
You go to the early birds?
I go to the late night showing.
No, there's
I've
no
always
way.
I've always gone to especially when I used to have the stores. I was there when they did the midnight stuff.
Oh, the premiere.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the midnight release?
Yes, but
I miss those.
Yeah, but I love a lot. Like I said, I've enjoyed a lot of the movies. Some of them I haven't enjoyed as much, but I just know they could have been better if they didn't try to get too much sex and politics and just stuff into these movies, because look at what DC has done with a lot of they've tried to inject a lot of things that just don't fit in with comics and superheroes. And what happened to those books? Clunk, they're all dead.
Yeah.
And it was Mr. Collector's right. Peter Parker will always be Spider-Man to me, but the new people, like I said, people that are growing up nowadays, maybe Miles Morales or whatever. It's just like my dad grew up, and before he went to World War II, reading the original Superman, and the Superman he knew was different than the one I did, because he would say, when we would talk about stuff, he'd say, "Wait a minute, Superman didn't have all those powers that you say he did." So
he didn't fly around a lot.
He used to jump over buildings and do stuff, and I said, "Yeah, but now he flies." And you know, things change, but it's, and my pop remembered Captain America and the Human Torch and Green Lantern and all those characters, but he didn't, like I said, he had no idea who Johnny Storm was, or
because I don't even think the original Human Torch was Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm had never been thought of.
Yeah.
But and Captain America, they all pretty much, you know, like you said, that worked out very well, the suspended animation thing with Captain America. But see, that was only a period of 20 years. As it is now, Cap, like I said, we're in 2023. Even with his 20-year suspended animation, he'd be an 85-year-old guy. So you got to change a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of coexists, Miles and Peter, because in the Ultimate Universe, his Peter Parker dies, so he takes over the mantle. Okay, so it is like passing of the torch, and then he meets the 6161. I don't want to confuse you too much, because, you know, I look like I'm losing you.
Yeah, I
but they do meet, and it's just another Peter Parker, but it's not the one in his universe.
Hey, I'm not, you know, it's on that level. I'm not disputing all this. I mean, there are scientists and physicists and everybody today who say there are parallel universes, there are this, there are that. And you know what? I'm not going to deny any of that, because like I said, I've had nuclear physics training up to here. And the fact of the matter is, we're sitting here talking tonight, but the particles, the subatomic particles that we're made out of, we're mostly empty space. You know that, guys?
I told you, Weapon.
Yep.
I mean, we are mostly empty space. You could have
hold on now. Wait.
The space between atoms and a time differential. You could have somebody else occupying the same space at a different
lost
time.
the show. The show's gone.
I'm just telling you, don't discount.
All right, well, we ain't talking about that. This is not a science show.
You said parallel universes, and I'm it's possible.
Okay.
Take that, Paul.
All right.
I like. I don't even know. He don't
even have a rebuttal that.
I don't know.
Our most brilliant scientists cannot figure out how an atom stays together, because you've got positive charged protons packed in a like this. What happens when you put two positives together?
Where did you get that from? The 616 universe to the 813?
You start talking about multiple universes.
I just said how Miles Morales came about. Oh man!
And it has been proven that antimatter exists. I can explain to you everything you want to know about the annihilation reaction between a positive and an electron.
Trying to know about. We're trying to talk about comics here. Hold on now. We're talking about comics.
I'm just telling you, don't discount what you
don't do
know.
that. The separation of water. Okay.
Don't discount what you don't know.
Right.
I am not at all, but this is. Okay, so we got Miss Teresa Bum in here.
Oh man!
There you go. We got Mr. Biggie Shacks in here. Collector has a strong comb over salute. You got a strong comb for that. Green Machine. All right, keep all that to yourself, Green Machine. I don't need to know all that, but
Promiscuous, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to touch on Edwin's point, I don't think they're ever going to do a molten man, or because he releases too many hydrocarbons in the air, and right now that's not a good thing, right, Mr. Edwin? So they're not going to have him in the movies because of that.
Oh man, here we go. Mr. Price speaking facts. Mr. Type, my type, 69. Okay. Hector says, "I know my head is an empty space." Okay.
Look at Mike Bravo.
Mr. Collector, before we lose everybody, no, we are not an empty space. So don't listen to Mr. We are all here. Look, you can touch yourself. Look, you're not an empty space. Look, I'm not fading away. So don't do that. Don't get him started with the water thing, man. Don't do it. All right, Flash movie turning into Batman. I agree with that.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, Michael Keaton is everybody wants to see Michael Keaton because, oh no, Mike Bravo. No, you did not just do that.
Yeah.
Love Mr. Price thoughts and history stories. I mean, yeah, he will. I mean, I agree with you, Dotson. He was talking some nice history of comics, and then I don't know what the hell happened after that. He must have got.
He went off on parallel universes.
Yeah, I just was explaining how Miles Morales came. Everybody, I shouldn't even have said that.
No, you're done.
God doesn't want us to know yet. Mike, I know damn well you did not just put that in there, but Mr. Price does not know this stuff right here, so leave him alone. All right.
He's solving it right now.
Had collector's hair. He'd get off. Plus, what? It's okay. Don't know that. Mr. Green Machine.
Oh my God.
Paul touching himself while touching your arm. I'm talking about negative space, Papa Willie. Don't do it.
Oh God.
Oh.
Left field. All right. This is the giveaway for this round. This end of the show.
Nice.
This is a collection of the Crane. Crane. So got the collection of Crane. I'll probably throw in another one.
Bravo's giving you some very necessary physics equations to look at there.
Yeah, I know he's not gearing it to me at all. He is not gearing that to me. But he, don't do that, Mike. He doesn't understand that, Mike. So just leave him. Just leave Mr. Price alone.
Let's talk about hot toys.
Oh, he wants to.
We don't
know. Is that a what? No, that is Crane. Good Lord, that is Crane.
Oh, they're out of control tonight. They're out of control.
Starting. All right, let me put the starting line. Y'all put in. Those pinks were from the Quantum.
Y'all got the pastor watching too, man.
Is the answer yellow? Man. So here we go. Starting line. Y'all put in, please, and we will give away. I got a.
What was Hal Jordan's weakness? Answer: yellow.
Oh yeah, because he had will and fear is his weakness. Yep.
No, he had an impurity in his lantern.
What?
That it could not power his ring against the color yellow.
Yeah, because the yellow was fear. Yes, that's what I just said. Good Lord. All right, y'all can continue talking.
All right.
Okay.
No science, equations, none of that. Y'all can start off with comics. Go ahead, sir. Let me write these in.
No science, no equations. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No.
Mr. Price, what about DC though? Are you kind of excited for the Flash movie?
I've always loved the Flash. It will be interesting. Yes. I even liked the old 1990 TV series.
He even saw.
It only ran for like one season.
What grade was that showcase? What grade was that showcase for that you saw?
I know a guy that's got 2 of them, and I saw one that was at least a 4.0.
No, I'm talking about the one I sent you.
Showcase 22.
No, Showcase 4. What grade was it? 9? Was it 9.6?
He showed
9.
me one that, Paul sent me a picture of a guy holding the highest one ever graded on the Showcase 4.
Oh, you talking about from Trex?
Yeah, Trex.
Oh, I saw that.
I was impressed enough to
My
see a
Type
4.0
69.
one time.
You sound
What
familiar.
was it? What was the grade again? 9
I'm not
something?
gonna put my
9.6,
foot
highest
down
one
yet.
in the red. It's
That
amazing.
is crazy.
My
You know, there's
Type.
Amazing
Edwin
Fantasy. There is no 9.8 Amazing Fantasy. 9.6 is as high as it goes.
Whoever's
That
got
is
that ain't gonna
crazy.
complain about not having that.
What do you think the value of something like that is?
It's probably like a couple of
Astronomical.
thousand. I think $1,000 or something like that.
$1,000.
Considering that's considered the start of the Silver Age, and revived everything, and marvelous art by Carmine Infantino and stuff. Good gracious, I wouldn't even begin to know what to put it up for.
So did you know?
Started at $5 million.
I was gonna say, do you think it'll hit like 12?
It might. I mean, a lot of people nowadays have just unlimited funds, you know?
You think about it, $1 million doesn't sound like a lot because there's billionaires out there now.
That's what I'm saying. To somebody
Crazy.
like former President Trump the other day, somebody was talking to him and he said, "I've got $7 billion in the bank."
So,
you know?
so Mr. Collector will let you know,
what's
Biggie Shaq,
what's a
what
few
happened
million bucks
to
somebody like that?
Yeah. That's
What
insane.
happened to Carlos there, Mr. Collector?
Well, all I know is I saw this, and I saw this. Those are the only 3
Backstage,
things
right?
I saw that night.
That was
He showed
backstage.
that book, and all of a
He
sudden
was
I just
scared
heard
for his
footsteps.
life live on this channel. He was scared for his
The-
life.
The door was banging. I said, "Is that your wife?" And sure enough, he was like, "Yeah." I was so scared for him.
I tell you though, it's not just Flash. Like I said, I love DC comics, but I liked Flash. I liked when I was growing up. I liked Flash. I liked Green Lantern. I liked Hawkman, JLA, Superman. I mean, they didn't have a title I can think of that I didn't like. I mean, I loved all the Superman titles, and I even considered Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane to be Superman.
So did you like
titles,
Brave
because
and the
they basically had
Bold or
Superman
Batman?
stories in them. Huh?
Did you like Brave and the Bold more than Batman?
I like Batman as the top, one of the top ones.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did you like the Brave and the
And
Bold
Detective.
title, or did you like Batman?
Batman.
Because
I mean, there
Neil
were some
Adams.
great ones in the Brave and the Bold. That's where the first Hawkman was.
But yeah, but when I'm talking about Neil Adams was moved from Brave and the Bold to the Batman because they were outselling the Batman line. I mean, the Batman comic.
Batman was not a tremendous seller for DC back in the 60s, unfortunately. I don't know why, because Jimmy Olsen's, the print run on the Jimmy Olsen was like $750,000.
But that's why they did the. Well, I think that's why they did. What's his name?
Who's that?
That's why they did. What was the cameo of in 134?
Thor. No, I'm sorry. That was 127.
Jimmy Olsen, 134. Is it?
Oh, that was a Dark Side.
Dark Side. There you go. That's when they pumped up that title because it was dying.
Yeah, but like I said, back in the 60s, it was just like buying another Superman comic because it was a Superman story. Same way with Lois Lane. It was a Superman story. And if you liked Superman, it's just like Batman Detective. You know, you buy a Batman book, you buy the detective book. And there weren't any bad DC characters. I'm telling you. It's hard to find a bad one. I loved the Metal Men too, and Metamorpho. I mean, those were very unique. The Element Man and the guy who had robots made out of different metals. It was just
The only Lois Lane's book that I know is issue 1. That's the one with the witch on it, right? Issue
I don't
1?
remember what's on issue 1. That's all
then,
the way back to the 50s.
Yeah, and then the Silver Age Catwoman.
The cat's the other expensive one, yes.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that I know of Lois Lane. The other issues I'm not too familiar with the other ones.
Right. They don't have very much value. And one of the reasons is because people don't, like I said, they don't accept those as equivalents to most of the other books. But
they had didn't the
are
Lois
pretty
Lane book
plentiful.
was,
like I said, they had big, huge print runs.
what wasn't there a Lois Lane book that had the Silver Age Catwoman in it?
That's the one he just talked about.
Oh, okay. All right.
And right. And
what hold on. What about you, Weapon X? Leaving you out. You haven't let Weapon X talk. What do you have, sir? Go ahead, buddy. They're just cutting
He brought
you
up
off.
he said Silver Age Catwoman.
Yeah, I brought up the Silver Age Catwoman we were talking about.
Yeah,
earlier.
that's a great
Oh,
book.
okay. I didn't even hear y'all. I was just trying to get these races going. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
That
Okay.
one.
I didn't want you to. I didn't want them to cut you off. Go ahead, sir.
No.
That's a
What
great book.
about so who do you out of the top? Well, I guess you would say probably what is it?
Oh, okay, Dana. Say hello to Dana there, Evan Price.
Hello to Dana.
There you go. There you go. Say
What were
hello
you-
to
what were you
Dana, Mr.
asking?
Collector.
Mr. Collector was
Dana.
asking something.
Who was your favorite Batman growing up?
What was my favorite Batman?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that'd be bad.
I read Detective and I read Batman. I always liked it when Batman went up against the Joker or the Riddler or the Penguin.
Okay. Would you say Joker's your favorite villain?
If I had to pick one, yes. hmm
Joker. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
Joker?
he's
Weren't there
got
multiple
some good
Jokers?
ones. Too. Don't let me get. Mr. Freeze was good. I mean, he had a lot of great villains. You know, even the Mad Hatter. I mean, they're. You know, and then he later on got into Raj al Ghul or whatever, and I mean they had some tremendous villains. Egghead.
So when did it started like drifting away from like, because in the beginning he was like an actual detective, like before he was actually
World's greatest detective. Yes.
Yeah. So when did that start drifting away and him actually becoming like a hero, him fighting all that?
Way before my time. That's stuff Daddy and I used to talk about. It was, Detective 27 was 1939.
But he had a gun, though.
Yeah, most detectives do. World's greatest detective. And then, like I said, it started, they realized how popular Superman was, then superheroes started coming along, and the guys in World War II loved those comic books. I'm telling you, my dad told me, when you went into the barracks or whatever, they were littered with comic books.
Yeah.
That's what those guys loved, and people would pack them up and send them overseas to them, and they loved comic books because they couldn't read. I mean, like I said, first of all, there was virtually no women around. They wouldn't let them read anything that was lewd or lascivious or whatever. So, they basically had comic books and Life magazine or National Geographic or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but
what about like EC horror? I like the EC horror books.
I absolutely love those.
I like those.
They were before my time too, but I've read every reprint of every one of them. I love them.
Because a lot of them were damaged because the covers too. When I know they changed it to where they can't show all that stuff now. I don't know when that actually took place, but I know it's something along that lines. But I know it's expensive because someone has what was it? Tales from the Crypt, one of those, like an early issue. And it was a rough shape copy, and they were asking like $1,500 for it. Like, and I mean, I can just imagine what a high grade will go for, but I know those are really.
It's so hard to find high grade on that stuff because other than a few people like Edgar Church that put stuff away, they were read to death. And then a lot of them got punted during the polio epidemic, 1952 and 53. A lot of people were convinced, kind of like, how you could catch COVID from anything. A lot of people were convinced that polio could be spread by paper products. So a lot of paper products were destroyed. They had paper drives, all this kind of stuff. So that's why the Golden Age books are so scarce, because the print runs on them were big.
Okay.
All right. We are going to run the final race for the night. We have learned about we have no space.
Yeah, no space.
Mostly empty space.
Empty space. We
no
are
paper.
empty.
We got no paper. We got hydrocarbons escaping in the air.
Oh Lord, we are going.
That's right.
All right, here we go. We got 14 entries. Thank you for showing up to the giveaway show tonight. Hit the like button, share us out, and subscribe. And tune in on Friday. I think he's doing his interview. I'll show that. But here we go. We have set it. I'm gonna do. Okay, here we go.
I'm going for. Let me see.
Poor old my type. He's done.
Yeah.
I think Hector.
I'm gonna go with Biggie.
All right.
Biggie's in a prime position. He or
Yeah,
not
he is.
one.
All right.
And like I said, watch the guy that pours on the speed at approximately 9 seconds.
Come on, Biggie.
Hector, I got a comic book on the line. Come on, Hector.
Come on, Biggie. There you go, Biggie.
I guess Hector didn't hear me. All right, Hector. That's cool.
I don't.
Hector embarrassed me out there.
All right, I don't.
Congrats.
Okay, I don't is the. Let's see. Okay. I don't. I'm going to give this to. Hit me up on IG, or I'm going to give this. But yeah, you are the winner on
Paul?
Your own uterus. Your own uterus.
Yeah, so this is like a.
That's the new series called Bubblegum.
No, that's not it. But this is like the best of Krang, so it's like all the issues. But I don't. Just hit me up on IG. But this is what I'll do since
he says he doesn't even like comics. He says I don't like comics.
Yeah, no, he says I don't like comics. I mean, if he doesn't want it, just let me know. But we will. All right, let's see. Since El Green and some people said they didn't have a chance, I will edit the list here. Okay, so he won, so we'll make it fair. All right, there we go.
Are you doing another one?
Yeah, we're going to do one more.
Look at you, Paul. There you go.
That's very good of you, Paul.
All right, so some people felt like, so I'll just give this one away. I got Main Spider-Man 15. Venom versus the Oscorp Spider-Man suit. You know about the Oscorp Spider-Man suit, right, Edwin Price?
I know about Oscorp.
Yeah, this is the Oscorp.
That goes all the way back to.
This is the Oscorp suit right here.
37.
You probably can't see it because we're empty. We're made it.
Yeah, they may not be in that suit. They maybe just be empty.
It's an empty suit. It's an empty suit. Here we go. We are going to go
Teresa
again. One more. What?
You got Teresa in there?
You didn't put in, Bomb.
She came in after the end line.
Oh, she did?
I think
that's
so.
probably why.
We always put Teresa in.
Yeah, and there's someone else that put in.
All right, if anybody, Mr. Collector put in, okay.
Oh, what does that mean?
I guess we can honor that. All right, whoever puts in right now is in. Let's see it. Y'all let me know. Y'all tell me.
All
right, I got
Uh,
Mr. Collector wants to be in here.
I see
Okay.
Collector in there.
All
Good luck,
right.
Collector.
Who else put in? Y'all put in whoever didn't put in before. I'll give y'all a
Immortal
chance.
put in.
Biggie's
Yeah, I got
already out
Biggie.
there.
I already got
Fox
him.
put in.
Who?
Collector put in. Rafaust. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rafal.
Rafaust. Yeah, put him
Rafaust.
in. Get anybody we can get in.
And then Papa Willie.
Oops.
And
Teresa.
All right, we
Collector.
got. So, well, I can't do that.
Future
because
Batman.
Mr.
Future Batman put in. Who else?
Okay, hold on. Let me
MT.
see. Mr. Collect. Who? I
Carlos
don't see none of these people that you're talking about. I was about to put in Future Batman too.
Watch him win.
Okay, let's
The
see.
pastor put
So
in.
y'all got me good because I was about to put that one in. All right, Rafals is in here. All right.
All right.
Sir. I think that's
That's
everyone.
it. Nobody.
Yes, sir.
T Pain. I think I
You
got
got the
T
bum.
Pain.
You put the bum.
My
Yes,
types
Bum.
in T Pain's already in there.
Put the bum in there.
Okay, Bum's in there. All right, Bum.
Oh wait, Mr. Campbell.
Mr. Campbell.
Jay
I
Scott.
don't, think I've ever,
No?
I don't think I've ever seen that one. Tony Stank.
I think Tony was
I
in
think
there.
Tony
right?
was in there. Yeah, I want
I
to
think
say.
he was
No,
in
I
there.
don't think I wrote him down in here.
No?
I'll tell you.
Oh
No.
no, he's not.
Okay.
Okay, Tony Stank.
Tony Stank.
I don't like comics. You're out. Sorry. You already won.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like you won, so so this is just one for everybody else, another chance. So
Who's MR and Campbell?
I
Mr.
don't know.
Campbell.
It's Jay Scott.
Okay, is that not one person? I mean, one. You look
Jay
like you got
Scott?
on two lines.
Do I have one too long? Hold on. Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's
you're
'cause
right.
It carried over.
It carried over. You're right. Yeah, good looking out there, Jack.
Take one of the L's out.
So what?
Take one of
Yeah,
the L's. There
yeah.
you go. Campbell.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, that's how he spelt it. You don't see it right here.
I know, but I'm saying it might put separate entries for that.
What? No,
But it
isn't
wouldn't be the
put
same. It'd be
It's right here. Look, it's
Yeah.
not doing that. What do you? Okay.
If you're just gonna put Bum for Teresa, you can put Campbell for him. So it doesn't matter.
Well, that's how he has it, so I just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. People might get mad. They'll be like, "Man, you miss you." I mean, I guess he intentionally misspelled it. I believe.
Oh look.
All right.
Look at the list real quick where you put bum. Go down. You have
Right
Bum and Campbell together.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thank you for looking at that for me. I will.
And it should be T-Bum. We have more bums than just Teresa.
Well, that is no
There's only
mostly.
one bum. Everybody
We
knows.
know who this bum is.
We got
There's
Lil
only
Bum, Big Bum,
One. We got
Bum
Mr.
B.
We got Collector Bum. We got Edwin Price Bum.
That's
Yeah.
right.
got
There's
MT
T-Pain
Bum.
Bum. There's
No,
Papa
Bum
Bum.
B.
There's
okay.
oh yeah, we have lots of bums. Oh, there's Tate Bum. Yeah.
The bum
Okay,
that
here
lives
we
on the
go.
street.
We're going to. All right, here we go.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right, go collect. I see Collector's pink. All right, that's cool. Go, Collector, go.
Mike Bravo with those hot toys. Those hot toys coming, Mike Bravo.
Hot toys are getting too heavy. He's falling back.
Oh,
Falling back.
Swim, Bravo, swim.
Mike, the
I
hot
don't know, I
toys
think
are
this
on special.
I'm gonna go for Hector.
Ooh, look at
Even
Mr.
though I
Collector. He
want
went to the
Look at
back.
Mr. Collector fall back.
Look at me,
Yeah.
looking like.
I tell you guys, watch
Pepto-Bismol.
9 seconds. Boom.
Look, I'm telling you,
Here comes your
Hector's
winner.
coming. I have money on Hector
There he
again.
comes.
Hector,
Oh,
Hector,
Mike tight.
Hector, you're out. Twice I lost.
Twice.
Congrats.
All right.
Congrats.
All right. There we
All right,
go.
what's the next book?
Hey, what? Oh, no,
What's the
I
next
can't
book?
do that. Then I'll be in trouble. I've done that before. I got in trouble. My type, hit me up on IG and let me know. But I'll probably talk to Mr. Collects to make sure y'all get some of these in there. So, yeah, thank y'all. Mike Bravo says it rigged. Okay, I mean, what do you want, Mike? Mike Bravo. Anyway,
Paul, put that statue away.
that is a statue. No, you're right. It's not a hot tub. All right, we are going to say our goodbyes and wrap up for tonight. Thank y'all. 25 in here strong. Hit the like button. Weapon X has the wall books. Sorry, we're closed. If you can't get it on Mr. Price's board, you can claim it on Mr.
Weapon X that he'll match the
board.
prices.
Or
Match whatever price Edwin gives out.
I'm really sorry about leaving those up there because I've had at least 4 people contact me about stuff, and I didn't want to take away anything from Papa's show. I even forgot they were up there, but I
Carlos'
started
show.
putting some stuff up
Carlos'
there
show.
the other day. And
All right, we go to Mr. Weapon X.
All right. That was a good discussion on the movie and the future, so I enjoyed it. Hope everybody else got something out of it. If you guys caught me yesterday, I was on the drawing show on Captain Comics. I'll be on next Tuesday as well, drawing on the comics. Cool. So you can check me out and vote for me, hopefully. But that's all I got.
You gonna be drawing on there?
Yeah, they give you topics. You have to draw on the comics.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
Okay, that's cool. Anything else? Anywhere else you gonna be at?
No, that's it. That's all I'm going to be at for this week.
Okay.
Other than the rodeo on Friday, that's it for me.
Rodeo.
Oh yeah, it's starting.
Oh,
The cook-off. Yeah.
Cook-off.
Sorry about that. All right, we're going to Mr. Collector.
All right, great night as usual. Want to thank everyone that showed up, everyone that hit the like button. Especially thank you, Mr. Price, for coming out. Always glad to be on the same channel as you, so it's always cool.
thank you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Thank you for stoning Paul with that the lecture earlier too. Really enjoyed that one.
What?
But no,
What are you
make sure to catch the auction tomorrow too. Some great books, great deals, great sellers, great time. And other than that, y'all have a good night.
All right, appreciate it, buddy. We'll go to my co-host, Mr. Price.
Thank you for the compliments, Mr. Collector. I appreciate it.
No.
And I
Hey man,
wanted
y'all
to thank
do
you.
that on y'all's free time, man.
I wanted to thank you too for the beautiful Jimmy Olsen that you sent me.
You're
That
welcome,
was-
Mr. Price. I tried to, man, because you're my buddy, and you know.
But
No, I gave him
also
the
wanted
English
to
version,
say
Paul.
to T-Pain in the chat, I'm glad to see you're going to put up some Superman Saturday night. Obviously, I'll be watching because I'll be right there with you.
And where are we going to be at tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Lord willing, I will be over on the Power show. Strictly
Power auction.
right, Power auction. Excuse me, Paul, and that will be starting at 9:30, and we're going to have an all-star cast tomorrow night, and Saturday night we'll be on Papa Wheelies, and we will have a good time. It'll be like old times with me and T-Pain, and I believe Miss Becky's on with us, and of course Papa. I'm not sure who else, but then on Sunday night we'll have another all-star panel, and I'll be on Strictly's then, so I'll be worn out by Sunday night. But and then of course I've got that on my day off stuff on Friday. I've got to appear at the Grand Ole Opry. So anyway, that's it.
That sounds fun. Okay, So, like he said, Pop Culture Power Show, 31st to 2nd. Y'all can get tickets or anything on the website, but also he has shirts available if you're not gonna make it and want to get a thing from Pop Culture. And we're also doing signature submissions. So get with on the website, get with Edwin Strictly. And like I said, check out the Monday Halls show on Mondays. Amazing Spider-Plan had a great CGC unboxing. That was really nice. I mean, he had some he had some good grades on there. He knocked it out. And like I said, thank y'all for coming to the giveaway show. And check out, always checking this out tonight. We had a great turnout tonight. Thank y'all as always. Appreciate the support as always. And he has a couple of top 10 videos out right now. The top 10 Booster Gold. James Gunn announced that he likes this future character that comes back into the past to try to be a superhero. Comes from the future to the present day. And we have this video has just been top 10 videos, just been going up. A lot of people like it, even though it's missing a couple of ASM books, but it's still a good top 10 list from Carlos. And he will have I'm not sure the date on this, but he was going to have a creator interview with this person, David. Got some nice independence in there. I think he wrote Savage Avengers, I believe, too. But yeah, check that out as always. And we're closed. Yep. And then that we will say good night to everybody. Appreciate y'all showing up.
Good night, all. Y'all take care. Be safe
Good
for the
night.
upcoming weekend here.
Let me see what I got.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.